Hello and welcome everyone watching. I am Thimo Braun and I'm going to take you through the highlights of the last round of the ACC Championship at Misano. On pole is Jugos ahead of Alexander Karsten, then we have Christian Stricker, Tim Novak, Milos Martika, Beltman, Sam Chumley in P7 and myself in P8. Last season this race was won by Tim Novak and this time he's only in P4, so let's see what is going to happen here. We've got Jugos alongside Karsten in the blue car, but it looks like Jugos has got a really good launch. Novak is already putting himself alongside Christian Stricker with an extraordinary qualifying. Novak goes through, no drama up front, and Jugos sticks it into the lead, so he is ahead of Karsten Novak. Behind him Stricker, and here we've got Milos Martika, and he turns in on Light Cruiser a little bit, and he collects Chumley. There's lots of chaos down the order. Antoine Olivier is involved in that. Up front for P2, Karsten's taken the lead for a second, but then he's taken out, spun round by Tim Novak, who sticks his nose in there. Further down the order, we've got René Bone, and he absolutely misses his braking point, dive bombs Pintado and a few others, goes off track, has to rejoin, and gets together with Costa and Kessel and Pintado. And so the little bit of chaos there. More chaos to come though with Clara here, wiping out Mills and getting into a huge accident, which doesn't go well. So up the order, things have been relatively clean, but if you look further down the field, not so much. And Milos, after his spin, has been stuck behind Blindevink here in the Porsche, and he just can't get through. It's me parked, or basically stuck behind them. The plan was to let Milos lead the way through the field, but he's struggling so much against Blinde. They are fighting side by side here in lap 5. And can he do anything against that? There's another touch. And how none of them die is a complete mystery to me. I don't know. Lap 6, and Jack Mills passes Damien Wilk for P20, so he's making his way up the order again, but then interrupted by being touched by the Nissan driver, spun round, and I think Taurus slips through. Lap 7, and this is Bonan Chikeka. We have got Bans, and he taps him. Chikeka completely loses the plot and spins his car around. Now deep into these corners go both Blindevink and Milos, and I slip through, so I take the position, but they are not done with each other yet, and they completely bonk into each other. Blindevink sent off track with some damage. Andre Costa on Antoine Olivier. Kessel is also fighting this. So there's a huge gaggle of cars in the midfield. I kind of run away with this now. Milos is also finally clear. Costa comes out on top. Lap 8, and this is Kessel and Karsten. Karsten, after his incident early on, has been dropping down the order. Now he hasn't coming together. We deem this as a racing incident because it was just a tight line, both cars fighting for the same piece of tarmac. Tim Novak on Jugos, and Jugos makes the mistake, and suddenly Novak goes through for the lead. Can he win again in this race? He's won here last season, and now Jugos is in trouble. We're looking at Light Cruiser now. Light Cruiser fighting Andre Costa, and yeah, the issue. Oh, never mind, that's Chumley. The issue. Oh, nice rejoin. The issue was that Bans has not served a proper pit stop. He wasn't aware, so he completely held them up, and Van der Nerding is the victim, and because of that, he is the first one to fall prey to the charging McLaren of Alexander Karsten after his brilliant qualifying, after his unfortunate spin, and after an amazing charge through the field. On lap 30, we're looking at Jugos and Novak again. Novak goes wide. He makes a mistake, and even though he's driving straight through the marbles, that's not gonna give him more grip. The opposite, actually, because Jugos passes through for the lead again after an incredibly long fight. Lap 35, and this is Karsten and Chumley once again, and an absolute send from Chumley gives him the position temporarily, but only temporarily, as Karsten takes revenge for that, and he sends it down the inside of the British driver, and he's gonna come out on top in the fight of McLarens ahead of Chris, but only for now, because Chris here might let his guard down a little bit. He's absolutely under pressure. He slips wide, and now Karsten is there, and Chumley is there, and he's gonna lose 2 places. How unfortunate, but that is the end of the race, as Jugos takes a brilliant win after throwing it away so unfortunately in Laguna Seca. He is going to come out on top ahead of Tim Novak in P2, as you can see here. Then Veld in P3 comes out on top in that midfield fight. Carsten, brilliant recovery. Chumley, kind of okay, maybe he can bounce back this time. Then Chris in P6. For the championship or the drivers, this means we've got a two-way tie at the front of the table, and it is Novak and Hugo Super trading P1 and 2 for the last 2 races. Then Chumley a little bit on the back foot. Veld sneakily got up into P4. And for the for the constructors, we've got Mission winner Grazia Carazzi Racing with 99 points out of Barrel Roll Racing on 88, Big Ben 86, and then Trigon.